Hello, welcome back to Owl Talks. Today's episode could be a heavy metal memories episode. It'll be about the remembering the lives of two people. The first person is Sylvia Lancaster. Now, in one of the heavy metal memories episodes that I did before, I talked about Sophie Lancaster, who was brutally murdered in England because she was, she was a punk or a goth. She was attacked, and her and her boyfriend were attacked while walking through a park at night by a bunch of teenagers. And this sparked outrage in the metal community and the rock and roll community. And Sophie's mother, Sylvia, started the Sophia Lancaster Foundation. I'm going to leave a link to that website down below. But Sophie's mother, Sylvia, passed away. It was told that she's been suffering with an illness for the last 2 years, and she died on the 13th of April. I only found out about this this week. In the episode that I did about Sophie Lancaster and the incident, and that it was an episode that I wasn't originally going to do because, like I said, I don't, a lot of personal stuff I don't talk about on here, because this podcast is mainly to document my comedy, but sometimes we have to do serious episodes, I suppose. But yeah. And like Sylvia set up that foundation to highlight differences, not highlight the fact that there is people, there's seeing differences in different cultures, like in that episode I talk about back in the day it was mods and rockers and stuff like that, and over in the US it was greasers and stuff like that. And these subcultures, subgenres of people, and these subcultures, they existed. There was obviously between punks and goths and everything, there was always a bit of animosity, but in the end, like the Ace of Spades, one of Motorhead songs, managed to bring together the rock and roll and the punk community because it blended the two genres of music. And like I've talked about before, that they used to get picked on in school for dressing like this, and like in heavy metal music and stuff like that, and being called a corn freak. And but these things, they can't get in the way of, I'm at a loss for words, kind of, to be honest. They shouldn't happen. Like Sophie shouldn't have died because she dressed different and she liked different types of music and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like I said, a bit of a difficult episode, but it's unfortunate she's passed away. But Sophie's brother's still alive, Adam, and the foundation will continue. But it's brilliant. Bloodstock, they have the Sophie Lancaster stage in her memory, and I hope to go to Bloodstock one day and go see a band in that stage. Actually, what's the name? 10 Ton Slug, a heavy metal band from Ireland. They played in that stage one of the years past. I can't remember which one. It was before COVID anyway. Might have been, I don't know, 2019, I think. 18, I'm not too sure. But yeah, the other bit of news is Michael Monroe put up a post on Instagram a couple of days ago about receiving a gift from the venue, the same venue that the family of Rainbow Bar and Grill owns, which was Lemmy's favourite watering hole in the LA Strip. They sent Lemmy's ashes in a bullet to Michael Monroe. He's one of the few select people to receive this gift. Judas Priest, lead frontman Rob Halford, received one as well, and a couple of others. And this year at Hellfest, they erected a huge statue of Lemmy. I'll just bring it up on my phone. Give me a second. He received a letter it said, Michael, we all know Lemmy knew many people but had few that he considered friends, and even fewer that he considered family. Being that you're one of those people he considered family, we'd like to share a little piece of him with you. Lemmy touched all our lives in a way I don't think any of us could ever forget. But with these ashes you keep not only the memories you have, you keep Lemmy with you forever. He was Lemmy, he played rock and roll, don't forget him. I think that's a really nice tribute, and Lemmy's ashes are also in that statue at Hellfest. And I think, Michael Monroe came to fame. He as a lead vocalist for a punk glam metal band called Hanoi Rocks. To be honest, I've never heard of Michael Monroe up until the day when I saw the article. But it's, really is a great riff. And, that last line in the end, he was Lemmy, he played rock and roll, don't never forget him. I think I spoke before about about a week before Lemmy died, he was on the phone to Ozzy Osbourne. And, he said, if I didn't take all the drugs, if I didn't drink all the alcohol, I think he knew he was dying. And he said, I would have got another 10 years, but those 10 years would have been worth it. Because, they live by the mantra of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Everyone back in there, all the big bands, you look like Motley Crue, Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, Lemmy, Led Zeppelin, Iron Maiden, Megadeth, all of them live by that mantra of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, And they gave us the best music in the world. And I really don't know where I myself would be without them, and a lot of people over the years have gone to see them, And yeah, like I said, it's a bit of a difficult episode to do. But I think it's fitting tributes to two things that, like the Sophia Lancaster Foundation in modern times, and then that gift that Michael received from Lemmy's friends. Lemmy actually really liked that place, the Rainbow Bar and Grill. When he used to go to LA, that was his favourite place to go to, because Lemmy, when he got famous, he was never a fan of going to, all these glitz and glamour sort of high establishment venues. I've often been told stories by people who met him just drinking in normal bars, especially over in England, like just small bars, sitting there on his own. Lemmy loved to play slots, so if there was slots in any bar, he'd always be over there with with Jack Daniels and Coke, drinking away and playing slots. Lemmy's reasoning was that he couldn't gamble where there was a human involved because he didn't trust him, and to be honest, I don't blame him. So in memory of Sylvia and all the work she has done to promote the culture that I'm a part of, and for Lemmy for bringing together so many people and giving us the best music ever. Actually, the other day I was in Cassidy's where Stitches New Material Night is hosted, and I came in when the pub opened, and I was sitting there, and about 5 minutes in, Bomber came on the radio, not on the radio, on the through the music PA system, and I was going to Slats Laughs that night, not to perform, just to watch, but it was really great that came on, like, you know, made me really happy. Anytime like a Motorhead song comes on, it makes me really happy. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end the episode there. Sorry if it was a bit too heavy, but it's, you know, these things I have to talk about. Like I said, I'm recording these in bulk, so by the time in another week, well, 2 weeks, I think, by this stage. Yeah, it'll be 3 weeks time. I'll talk about my week of comedy. Well, the 3 gigs that I have, which would be starting next Monday now. When this release, because this will be out on Tuesday, and the next week I am off for 5 days, so I've got to get away. I got to yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm really gonna, you know, I'm gonna prepare. I have a couple of new bits that I want to try out, see how they go, and I think that's it, really. I mean, I don't have anything else in mind. I think we should end the episode there. Oh, before I go, so I don't forget, you can support my podcast by buying one of these stickers. They're $2.50 each. That's in euros, postage and shipping included. If you want one, just DM me on my social medias, or message me, or email me, and I'll send one out to you. But anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Rock and roll, heavy metal for life, and I shall see you all next week. And thanks for all the support and all the love from the time this started until the end of times. Thank you very much.